to avoid the illusion of attention, the silverback gorilla. Have you ever heard the saying, we are vastly more likely to mistake the random with the non-random than the other way around? Or we are vastly more likely to see pattern where there is none than to miss on the pattern? Well, that's the subject of today. Meaning, what I'm trying to say here is that in the past, meaning 2,000 or 3,000 years ago, when you see a wild, when you were walking and then all of a sudden you will have the impression of seeing a silhouette of a wild beast in front of you, what do? You just run away. If you don't, you exit the gene pool, meaning you are dead right away. In another word, we are the descendant of our ancestors, and way back before, when you tend to be analytic, you end up in the jaw of a wild beast, and we have inherited that from our ancestor. Anyway, let us dive in the subject. Take a look at the following story: the monkey business illusion on YouTube. This experiment was made by two world-renowned psychologists, Christopher Chabry and Daniel Simon. In the video, they filmed two teams of students passing basketball back and forth. One team wore a black t-shirt, the other white t-shirt. Both teams move in cycle, waving in and out, and suddenly in the middle of the video, something unexpected happened. A student dressed as a giant silverback gorilla walks in the center of the room and pounds his chest and promptly disappears. At the end, the viewer were asked if they noticed anything unusual. Answer: have the viewer checked their head in astonishment. Silverback gorilla? What? Silverback gorilla? We are pretty confident that we notice everything that takes place in front of us. But the contrary, that is not the case. But in reality, we often see what we are focusing on. So, the unexpected, the outlier, the rare event, the unnoticed interruption can be as large and conspicuous as a silverback. Perhaps you know the expression, the elephant in the room. It refers to an obvious subject that nobody wants to discuss, a kind of taboo. So, let us call in contrast the silverback gorilla in the room. Utmost an urgent, important topic we absolutely need to address, but nobody is aware about. It is not that we miss every extraordinary event, but whatever goes unnoticed from us remain unheeded and therefore outside our expectation. This is why we cling to sneaky, dangerous illusion that we perceive everything of importance. So, how do you purge yourself of the illusion of might? I'm glad you asked. Well, first and foremost, confront all possible and seemingly impossible scenario. 2, what unexpected might happen. 3, what is no one addressing. Pay attention to events that are silent as much as to noise. Check the periphery, not only the center. And remember that something unusual can be huge and we still fail to notice it. After all, randomness does not look random. Hence, being big and distinctive is not enough to be seen. The unusual and large thing must be expected. Hence, random events are random, but how they affect some people is not. So since we cannot predict the outlier, the rare event, the exception, our decision process must be based on the clear consequence on the event on us. How the event will affect us is if it's happened, even if we do not know how likely it is to happen. All you have to do is to mitigate the consequences. Yes, invest in preparedness, just as a general ever trusts so implicitly in maintenance of peace without has not to make himself ready for a war, which actually may not be waged, has nevertheless been declared. So, as the great scientist Louis Pasteur put it, chance favor the prepared mind. Apply this gemstone on a continuous basis in your life. Not only you experience and feel, be in charge of your life, and most importantly, you start also to feel what we call a duty life. You are a magnificent. Hey friends, it's Jerome. I hope you enjoy this episode. Do to both of us 2 favors. Number 1, please subscribe in this channel by clicking the red button subscribe. So by joining me, you continue to get update every time I release a new training for you. Second, if you want to increase your productivity by 50% every single week, yes, you heard it right, a 50% increase of your productivity every single week, and want to achieve your goals, your dream in a much faster and easier and simpler way, you and I know it requires a new thinking, a new paradigm shift, a new set of ritual, a new set of habit, a new set of pattern. So your entire approach must be based on convex experimentation. In order to make that possible, just go ahead and click the link below. It is optionality profile, and download this guide for free. This guide I use to achieve all my big goals. I'm still using them, and my highest paid clients are the ones using it today. Just tell me your name and your email. I am happy to email you right away, free. Thank you for tuning in again. Until I see you next time, make a difference like a magnificent.